Today, violence hits close to home. A man who claimed to follow the faith of peace and compassion committed terrible acts of violence in downtown Fresno. We pray for the victims and their families and friends and the organizations that were targeted. The phrase Allahu Akbar, or God is great, is a prayer of peace for more than 1.8 billion Muslims around the world. When someone utters these beautiful words and then commits violent acts, it brings pain to our community and truly crushes our hearts and souls. We condemn the acts of the criminal in the strongest terms and stand with our community and city in support and in brotherhood. Additionally, today's crime represents nothing to do with our faith, our community, our center, or our people, and we call upon our law enforcement agencies and our officials to properly investigate the motives of this man and hold him accountable accordingly.
Sadly, there are individuals and forces out there that will and already are using this to divide us and trick us into believing that we are different from one another and that we should be mistrustful of one another and stay separated from one another.
I also want to call on the people of Fresno to educate themselves about Islam, that there's a lot of assumptions made about what Islam is about and what it means to be a Muslim. And those assumptions very often are not true. And we who live in Fresno, in this very diverse and colorful city, have an obligation to understand who each other is and what each other stands for. And ultimately, we all stand for peace and for justice in this world.
This individual does not represent your neighbor, your Muslim neighbor, your Muslim classmate, or your co-worker.